We ask for the peace and blessings of God Almighty to be our portion at this event. Amen. Please be seated. When the great Winston Churchill said, and I quote, "The empires of the future will be the empires of our minds," he was referring to a day like this. And so if you're joining us live here at the Accra International Conference Center, on radio, television, on Joy News, and online, I have two words for you. Thank you and congratulations. You have made it to the grand finale of the 6th edition of the Energy Commission Senior High Schools Renewable Challenge. On behalf of the Energy Commission, under the auspices of the Ministry of Energy and Green Transitions, in partnership with the Ghana Education Service, the Ghana TVET Service, the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, and with media support from Joy News, I say a good morning to you all and thank you for honoring our invitation once again to this once-in-a-lifetime event where our students get to showcase innovation in what they do by showcasing understanding of renewable energy solutions to our problems in Ghana. I believe they deserve a round of applause. We are strengthened and encouraged by the presence of some very important stakeholders. Allow me to make welcome warmly, chief amongst us representing the Minister for Energy and Green Transitions, I beg your pardon, the Chief Director at the Ministry, Mr. Solomon Ajete. We also make welcome in our midst, representing the Paramount Chief of Damongo Traditional Area, the Dagmongowura Kelly I, the Badamwawura, Dr. Ba Swale. Help me make welcome, ladies and gentlemen, yours and mine, the Acting Executive Secretary of the Energy Commission, Mrs. Eunice A. Britrum. With warmth and delight, we receive a board member representing our board chair, Professor Ernest Ofori Asamoah. The Director General of the Ghana Education Service joins us, Professor Ernest Kofi Davis. Director General TVET Service, Dr. Eric Kofi Adre. With great delight, his deputy also joins us, the Deputy Director General of the Ghana Education Service, Dr. Ishak Manawaru. Please, a round of applause. Former Executive Secretary of the Ghana Energy Commission, Dr. Alfred Ofosu Ahinkra. Former Executive Secretary of the Energy Commission, Mr. Michael Opam. Former Board Chair of the Energy Commission, Dr. Kwame Ampofo. And you know him, you love him, and certainly can't do without him. Former Board Chair of the Energy Commission, Professor George P. Hagan. We make welcome Executive Director, Admissions and Financial Aid at SHS University, Madame Araba Boche. We make welcome also from the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, Vivo Geshan Mallet. The Ahafo Regional Director of Education, Mr. Abraham Fletcher, also joins us, together with a host of other dignitaries who have come from the Volta River Authority, from Star Oil, from the Sustainable Energy and Climate Cluster, and to you all, management and staff of the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition, the staff and management of the Ghana Education Service, heads, teachers, and pupils of selected schools, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, we say accept the warm and generous welcome of this great event. Today's event is rather intense, but we are also encouraged by the presence of our 6 finalists. They are the VVIPs for today. Would you please make welcome from the Northern Region, Dagbokpa Technical Institute. And from the Ahafo region, make welcome Ola Girls Secondary School. From the Savannah region, let's make welcome Damongo Senior High School. From the Western region, Ahantaman Girls Senior High School. From the Volta region at the Dome Senior High School. And all the way from Greater Accra, ladies and gentlemen, the Presbyterian Boys Senior High School. We welcome you all, we say congratulations, and we wish you good luck in the contest. Honorable Chief Director, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we want to proceed with the formal aspect of today's event, which really starts with a word of welcome. Speaking to us on behalf of our board chair is a member of our board. Would you please make welcome Professor Ernest Ofori Asamoah.
Official good morning to you and thank you, C. The Chief Director representing the Minister of Energy and Green Transition, Your Excellencies, Ambassadors and High Commissioners, Executive Secretary, and members of the Board of Energy Commission, former Board Chair of Energy Commission and Board members of Energy Commission, the Director General of Ghana Education Service, the Director General of TVS Service, the Chief Executives and Directors of agencies represented here, our partners and sponsors who are privileged to have to sponsor this program, Regional Directors of Education from the various regions represented here, representatives of development partners who have worked with us along the way to date, representatives, institutions, all students present, especially the 6 students from the various regions who have made it from 120 and making it to the finals. Friends from the media, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great delight to welcome you all to the finals of the 6th edition of the Energy Commission Senior High Schools Renewable Energy Challenge. This challenge was initiated in 2019. It aims to provide a platform for education, awareness creation on renewable energy resources, not only in terms of the resources, but also on renewable energy technologies to students of various senior high and technical schools in the country. It is also aimed in promoting creative thinking, which is needed in this very era, and problem-solving skills among students. This really aligns with 8 out of the 17 SDGs, from SDG 4, which is on quality education, SDG 5 on gender equality, SDG 6 on clean water and sanitation, 7 on affordable and clean energy, 9 on industry innovation and infrastructure, 11 on sustainable cities and communities, and 13 on climate action. And of course, we are all here as partners, so 17 of the SDG as partnership for achieving this goal. This annual event highlights various competitions by senior high school and senior high and technical schools, and it provides a platform not only by innovating, but also exhibiting what they have innovated. Honorable Ministerial Rep, ladies and gentlemen, this innovative initiative stems from Commission's mandate, which is derived from the Renewable Energy Act 2011, Act 832, and it aims at promoting the development and efficient use of renewable energy resources through public education, training, regulation, entrepreneurs in the sector. It is also to facilitate the mainstreaming of renewable energy and energy efficiency technologies and programs to the curriculum of educational institutions. And this is why I see it here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is against this background that the Commission is collaborating with Ghana Education Service, the TVS Service, to positively impact the lives of the Ghanaian youths in ERA. The challenge provides various opportunities, including mentorship, to become entrepreneurs, to develop innovative projects to improve the lives of people. It also helps them to get the ability to create jobs and contribute to the development of the nation. By doing this, we are empowering the youth to become the architects of Ghana's sustainable future. This year, the challenge is being held under the theme, Sustainable Energy for Healthier Future, with a focus on food security, waste management, and health delivery. This theme highlights 3 interconnected priorities that are critical to the sustainable energy development of this country. And it reflects at the Commission by empowering devices, the fact that they are not just empowered devices and buildings, but energy is a foundation upon which we can build resilient food systems, effective waste management infrastructure, and accessible healthcare services. Honorable Minister, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to highlight how we have arrived with these 6 students, 6 schools. The challenge started with 120 participating schools in each of the regions. 99 of these 120 schools were mixed, and 14 were girls' schools, and 7 of them were boys' schools. And that really resonates with the issue of gender equality, which I indicated, aligning with the SDGs. After the rigorous competition, the 6 schools contesting in today's finals were selected. So that is how the journey has been. So let's really give them a hand for making it from 120 to the 6. And these 6 schools come from various regions. Probably you were expecting your school to be in, but they are not in. Maybe next time the competition continues. We are excited to see what creative solutions emerge in this year and how they will contribute to solving critical environmental and social challenges. As these students present their project today, know that they are shaping the narrative of Ghana's future with this innovation. Their ideas, their courage, and innovation is what will carry the nation forward into the future where energy is not only sustainable, but also a tool for health and cleaner communities. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commission remains committed to working with governments, the academia, the private sector, and the young people to advance renewable energy solutions that safeguard our environment and secure a brighter future. We wish to express our deepest appreciation to you and our partners, especially the GIZ, Ashesi University, Water River Authority, Greenfield Ambassadors, Public Utility Regulatory Commission, Joy News, and all of you who have made it in this room and watching us from wherever you are. Your steadfast support has made this narrative a national force for change. On behalf of the Energy Commission Board, management, and I wish all contesting schools the very best. May the most diverse school emerge victorious. On that note, I welcome you to the 6th edition of the Energy Commission Challenge. Thank you.
Representing our board chair, ladies and gentlemen, help me appreciate once again Professor Ernest Oforia Samoa, a proud member of our board. One more time, I would like us to show our appreciation to our sponsors who have made this year's contest a reality. GIZ, SHS University, Star Oil, Greenfields Ambassadors Limited, the Volta River Authority, and the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission. Together, let's hear it up for them. And as we call on more private sector involvement in our pursuit, I know many more will take a cue and join us. For now, Chief Director, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's proper that we hear from three of our partners. I'm talking about the GIZ, SHS University, and the Ghana TVET Service. For the next few minutes, please lend your attention to the screen for their video messages.
On behalf of SHS University, I congratulate each and every one of you for making it to the finals of the Energy Commission's Renewable Energy Challenge. My name is Araba Boche, Executive Director of Admissions and Financial Aid at SHS University. Your participation reflects your dedication to academic excellence and innovative thinking, values we hold high at SHS. Your ideas, efforts, and outcomes being showcased today have the potential to shape the future of renewable energy and drive sustainable change, not just in Ghana, but across the continent of Africa. As you compete in this final round, remember that the journey and the skills you have gained are as equally important as the prize. You have all proven yourselves as future leaders who embody the concept of innovation and the virtue of commitment. SHS University wishes you the best and encourages you to strive for greatness. Ayeko.
Participating in the 6th edition of Energy Commission Renewable Energy Challenge. We always pride ourselves in the beauty of using our hands to create things to solve societal problems. One of such is what we have done over the years, and the POPA, as one of our flagship institutions, has been in the forefront in proving to all of us, all Ghanaians and young people of this country, the combination of the head, hand, create solutions for society. And this is all this competition is all about. The 6th edition's theme is sustainable for a healthy future. Obviously, when we talk about a healthy future, what do we mean? The emphasis now is on waste management, health delivery, and food security. If you combine these three action points, it brings, to some extent, to develop our country and also bring some level of sustainability in the way we live here. So, on this note, all we have to tell you is to focus, because you've been through the various stages, and where you are today is the final edition of it. And what I can tell you, and on behalf of the staff, the entire management, is that we know we can go for gold. And we don't expect anything less than gold. And that we can do. We wish you well, and we are solidly behind you, and that day will be part of the supporters to clap for you, to sing your glorious songs and make us all proud. Thank you very much indeed. Good luck.
My name is Gunnar Wegner, and I...
Expressing the delight of the whole of Ghana for this great initiative from the Northern Ahafo, Savannah, Greater Accra, Western Region, and the Volta, would you please make welcome, ladies and gentlemen, a cultural expression in music and dance. A round of applause as they come.
Hello, my name is Gunnar Wegner, and I bring you greetings from GIZ. With our projects in Ghana and around the world, we want to promote the energy transition. To us, that means more renewable energy and more energy efficiency. The potential for renewable energy in Africa and in Ghana specifically is vast. One of the world's most influential newspapers, The Economist, recently wrote that by 2050, African countries will have an abundance of cheap electricity. I am happy that you will get to experience this bright future in your lifetimes. However, I don't think we have to wait until 2050. Your contributions are proof of that. You show us what is possible today. So, to all the finalists, let me say congratulations. Aiko! Reaching this stage already makes you champions. Your hard work, your creativity, and your dedication are inspiring, not just to your schools and your families, but to all of us here. And remember, while winning is important, the true reward lies in the skills that you are sharpening today, such as research, innovation, presentation, and problem solving. These are the tools that will serve you for life. So, we look forward with great anticipation to the innovations that you will show us today. I wish every team the very best of luck. Thank you.
And so now, ladies and gentlemen, we get to hear from our very own contestants who have come thus far, but not before we've heard from the ministry. In the wisdom of the current government of the Republic of Ghana, we have sought to bring to the fore the urgency in green transition, and hence the rebranded Ministry of Energy and Green Transitions. As we speak on the theme, sustainable energy for a healthier future, with a focus on food security, waste management, and health delivery, it's important that we hear from our Honorable Minister. Here to speak on his behalf is the Chief Director. Would you please make welcome Mr. Solomon Ajete. A round of applause as he comes.
Good morning, everyone. The representative of the board chairman and members of the board of the Energy Commission, former board chairs of the Energy Commission, former executive secretaries of the Energy Commission, the acting executive secretary of the Energy Commission, Your Excellencies, ambassadors and high commissioners, the Director General of the Ghana Education Service, the Director General, Ghana TVET Service, Chief Executives and Managing Directors of agencies, our partners and sponsors, Regional Directors of Education and Heads of Schools, representatives of our development partners, management and staff of the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition, all teachers and students present, friends from the media, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you warm greetings from the Minister for Energy and Green Transition, Honorable John Abdullahi Jinapo, who is unable to be with us today due to an urgent matter requiring his attention. I'm pleased, therefore, to deliver this address at this year's Senior High School's Renewable Energy Challenge, themed Sustainable Energy for a Healthier Future, on his behalf. Over the years, this school's challenge has become a vital platform to ignite interest in renewable energy solutions and nurture talents among our second cycle students. The synergy created here must go beyond a competition stage. Our focus today is to ensure that these future leaders apply classroom knowledge to develop practical solutions that address real challenges in our communities. Participation has soared from only 29 schools in 2019 to 120 schools this year, showing the passion of our students and the dedication of our teachers to use renewable energy to tackle local issues. This event should not merely be a competition. It must be the birthplace of everyday solutions developed into market-ready goods and services. It should nurture transformational entrepreneurs. Our young students gathered here, I wish to congratulate and encourage you to consider the examples of young entrepreneurs like Esandirani, who at 20 co-founded Steady Fetch, an AI-powered study tool with millions of users. Zach Yadigari, who at 18 co-founded Car AI, a nutrition app, also wildly successful, just to name a few. These remarkable individuals started just like you and rose as global entrepreneurs. That is why I expect to see a new crop of entrepreneurs and industrialists emerging from amongst you. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana's energy future depends on diversification, innovation, and investment in clean technologies like solar, wind, mini hydro, and bioenergy. The Ministry of Energy and Green Transition is already implementing strategic renewable programs such as the Scaling Up Renewable Energy Program, SREP. This initiative will deliver 35 mini-grids, 1,450 solar home systems for off-grid households and businesses, and 12,000 net-metered solar PV systems for households, businesses, secondary schools, district hospitals, universities, and government agencies nationwide. Recently, the Ministry approved the Renewable Energy Action Plan outlining investments and a roadmap for our renewable energy and green transition directorate for the year 2026 to 2030. This plan integrates with the ongoing UNDP-supported update of the Renewable Energy Master Plan. This school's challenge must leverage these initiatives to contribute meaningfully to grow Ghana's green industry. Since January 2025, we have added 81 megawatts to the renewable energy generation capacity. This increase brings the total installed renewable capacity to 281.2 megawatts, accounting for about 5% of the overall generation mix. Ladies and gentlemen, next year promises to be exciting as we make significant investments in the renewable energy sector. The transformation will be widespread and highly visible, spanning the entire sector from solar-powered irrigation systems to wind solar, battery energy storage system, hybrid setups for utility-scale generation, and from mini-grid electrification to solar-powered fast-charging stations and solar street lighting. Ladies and gentlemen, we have also launched the Renewable Energy and Green Transition Investment Fund to drive innovation, research, and transformative projects by unlocking capital. This fund will support this challenge, aiming to cultivate globally successful young entrepreneurs. We are also in the process of finalizing the Renewable Energy Authority Bill for presentation to Parliament for consideration and passage into an act to enable us shape the sector for accelerated development. Let me, at this point in time, commend the Energy Commission's leadership for ensuring that projects go beyond prototypes to commercialization. Your Memorandum of Understanding with the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research to coach students in refining their solutions is exemplary. One project, a solar dehydrator, developed here, is already undergoing patent review by CSIRO's Intellectual Property Division and will soon be submitted to the World Intellectual Property Organization for approval. I urge you to finalize the patenting swiftly to attract both local and international investors. We are committed to promoting all commercially viable projects, not just finalists. Universities and tertiary institutions must also support students to develop these solutions into groundbreaking innovations. This embodies the Ministry's mission which is to create an environment where innovation flows from classroom creativity to market transformation, from youthful imagination to national progress. Be assured that the ministry will provide the necessary support to help these schools challenge thrive. As a sign of our commitment, we have released LED street lights as prizes to ensure the safety and security of students in participating schools. We recognize that the renewable energy journey faces challenges, namely financing, infrastructure, and affordability. But these are also opportunities. With your creativity, policy support, and private sector partnerships, Ghana will light every home and lead renewable technologies on the continent. I also commend the Executive Secretary and staff of the Energy Commission for igniting this perpetual flame of innovation among students. In conclusion, let us remember, I'm now quoting a statement from my minister. He says the fight for a sustainable energy future is not optional, but essential. Through initiatives like this Schools Challenge, Ghana is not just preparing for that future, we are actively building that future. To our students, you are more than competitors. You are tomorrow's inventors, entrepreneurs, and policy leaders. Your ideas matter. Your innovations are needed. And your resilience will shape the Ghana we all dream of. I wish all participating schools the very best. May your creativity inspire us all, and may the best ideas rise to benefit our nation and beyond. Thank you, and God bless Ghana. Thank you.
One more time, a round of applause for our Honorable Minister for Energy and Green Transitions, the Honorable John Abdullahi Jinapo, speaking to us through his Chief Director, Mr. Solomon Ajete. Please, let's appreciate them both. Chief Director, please convey to the Honorable Minister our delight for him making real in word and in deed his commitment to our quest. It rarely happens that a new government will come and continue a project like this, but please, they deserve a round of applause. Wow. And so, expressing delight on behalf of all of Ghana, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do that in song and in dance. Cha, New Maniaba. Cha, New Maniaba. Nyacha, New Maniaba. round of applause once again, ladies and gentlemen. Yadamwase, Akwenami. Wanda Yesi. Oh! And that is a cultural celebration of innovation, creativity, and partnership happening right here at the Accra International Conference Center at the 6th edition of the Energy Commission Senior High School Renewable Challenge. Now in its 6th year, we're focusing on food security, waste management, and health delivery as part of the theme, Sustainable Energy for a Healthier Future. If you're joining us live here at the Accra International Conference Center, on radio, on television, on Joy News, we say a warm welcome to you all. What we have done for the past 5 editions has been on the back of the relentless efforts of a team. It is my pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to acknowledge the project coordinator, who is also the senior manager at the Energy Commission, here to introduce our judges and the rules of the challenge. Make welcome warmly Mr. Julius Nkansa Nyako.
Thank you very much. And a very good morning to everyone. With your permission, I would want to stand on existing protocols and proceed. It's been a very interesting year from the beginning of the year when we started the 6th edition of the challenge. We went through the various regions where we had, on average, 8 schools per region competing in this year's challenge. And we are here today to witness 6 prestigious schools, 18 brilliant students, for us to determine who has the best solution to the theme for this year. I would want to ask our 18 contestants to be upstanding so we can appreciate them for the wonderful work that they have put up. We say congratulations, and your efforts would be rewarded today. Thank you very much. With the 3 focus areas, which is on health delivery, waste management, and food security, we have today 6 projects, with 3 focusing on health delivery, 2 on food security, and 1 on waste management. And our learners have gone through various processes to develop their projects, and we are going to evaluate their project on 6 main areas. The first area is the background or the objectives of their project, and we would want to understand what motivated them to identify the problem or the challenge in their local community or nationally, and how they plan to solve it. And they will be allocated 15 marks for that. Then this challenge is about innovation. We want to see something unique and something special being developed and built upon by the Commission and its partners for commercialization. So we will be looking at how unique their project is. And it can be a brand new idea or an existing product that they've added something different to it. So we'll be looking at additionality, and that will score total marks of 20 marks. Then we look at the technology, which is the backbone of the project. Is it renewable energy-based technology? We would want to hear about them. We know our lovely students have studied a lot. Some have written their SSC already, and they've learned loads of scientific principles and theorems. And we want to see how they apply these theorems to solving the problem that they've identified. And we have 20 marks as well for that. Most of the project that they have deals with a positive impact on the environment and also on the social economy. So we assess how beneficial these projects are to the environment and also the economic development of our country. So we will look at, does it create jobs, or does it the project lend itself to the creation of jobs, putting money in the pockets of people and also improving upon livelihoods of the beneficiaries. And we will have a total score of 15 marks for the environmental and social impact assessment. We will also look at teamwork and how our contestants work together as a team, both in their schools and also here today, and how they coordinate their presentations. We have allocated 10 marks for that. And lastly, we would be offering another 10 marks on the presentation structure and delivery, how even they will stay within their allotted time. So we have a total score of 100, and we would expect them to gain as much as possible because we've given them the scoring criteria. This is the only challenge that we give you the marking scheme to practice with. So they know they have the marking scheme and they've worked towards it. So we believe that we will witness something good today. For the contest, we are going to have each school presenting or demonstrating its project within 7 minutes. And at the end of the 7 minutes, they will be timed out. So you all know what you have to do. You've practiced this for some time now. After their presentation, we would have our judges asking them a few questions. And each school will have 45 seconds to answer each question. 45 seconds. So all these are being timed by our judges. So if you go beyond your limit, you'll be losing marks for your presentation. So kindly take note. To help us evaluate these projects, we have in total 4 technical experts, but 3 of them are going to score and evaluate the project. Our first judge is the cluster coordinator for the Sustainable Energy and Climate Cluster of GIZ, and he's in the person of Mr. Gunnar Wegner. Can we put our hands together for our first judge? Our second judge is the Dean of Faculty of Mechanical and Chemical Engineering at KNUST. He's also a former director of the Brihammond Energy Center at KNUST, and he has loads of experience and expertise in the renewable energy sector. And he's the person of Professor Francis Kemauso. Let's put our hands together for him. Our third judge is a senior clinical engineering manager, and for that matter, a biomedical engineer. And he is from the Ghana Health Service. So he'll be bringing us his expertise in the medical field. And he's in the person of Mr. Kingsley Ejapong. Can we also give him a round of applause? So we've put together these judges to do justice to our contest today. And we have Dr. Kofi Ampoma Benefo. He is a senior research scientist at CSIR. And we know that we have a partnership with CSIR. So he is here to observe. So beyond the scoring, he will be looking at some of the innovative projects that we can work on after today's program, so that we don't leave any viable project behind. So Dr. Benefo, you are also most welcome. Let's be honest together for him. And with this, I'll hand over to Jerry to take us through. Thank you very much.
Many thanks to you, Julius, and your team. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Are we ready? Oh, come on, are we ready? And so let's begin with the first. Who shall it be? Where do we start from? Greater Accra? Where? Ahafo. I think the best comes from Volta. And so let's begin, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Ahafo. I tricked you. Ola Girls Senior Secondary School.
A warm greetings to you all. We are secondary school.
1, 2.
We are from Ola Girls Secondary School.
Ladies and gentlemen, sincerely we apologize for that glitch, but all is set now. Let's reset the timer. I give to you Ola Senior High School. A round of applause.
A warm greetings to you all. We are and Queen Alexis Edisewa Arthur. We are from Ola Girls Secondary School, Kenya, say Ahafo region, and we are here.
Join me. Thank you very much. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome all of you on behalf of the Energy Commission to the official launch of the Commission's solar-powered electric vehicle charging station, which is an innovative initiative which is spearheaded by the Energy Commission in partnership with the GIZ. This solar-powered EV charging station stands as a testament to our efforts to champion sustainable mobility, enhance energy efficiency, and uphold environmental stewardship, driving the green mobility agenda, showcasing innovation through partnership, inspiring broader action across sectors. To our valued partners and stakeholders, your collaboration and support have been instrumental in bringing this transformative project to fruition. This launch is a clear demonstration of the power of partnership in driving impactful change.
Electric mobility is more than just a technological advancement. It is a crucial component of our collective responsibility to protect our planet for future generations as well. By investing in infrastructure that supports electric vehicles, we are fostering a cleaner and healthier environment, reducing our dependency as well on fossil fuels, a fact that becomes more and more important, and paving the way for innovative and sustainable energy solutions. As we look to the future, let this charging station serve as a symbol of our shared goals and aspirations. Let it remind us of the importance of sustainable practices and inspire further initiatives that contribute to a greener and more prosperous world.
These charging stations, I'm very happy you've initiated this process so that we can be ahead of the curve. This launch, I'm told, is part of a broader and ambitious strategy being spearheaded by my ministry, and I endorse this strategy to modernize public transportation in Ghana while tackling critical challenges such as urban pollution, high transportation costs, and dependence on imported fossil fuels. As we implement Ghana's energy transition framework, sustainable development has emerged as a cardinal pillar of our national energy policy. Our actions are deeply aligned with the Sustainable Development Goals, particularly Goal 7. And I know Goal 7 talks about clean, sustainable, reliable energy for economic development. The Ministry of Energy and Green Transition is committed to promoting clean energy alternatives, and this electric vehicle charging initiative illustrates and confirms our resolve to meet our climate obligations, improve air quality, and build a resilient economy driven by innovation and low carbon technologies.
Once again, we sincerely apologize. But if you're ready, please put your hands together for Ola Senior High.
A warm greetings to you all. We are Subdamlom Isabella, Ndebugu Rachel Angela, and Queen Alexis Edisewa Arthur. We are from Ola Girls Secondary School, Kenya. I have origin, and we are here to present our project themed using renewable energy to care for rice beds. Everyone eats rice. In fact, everyone loves it. It's no surprise then that according to the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, rice is currently the second most widely eaten staple food in Ghana. However, local rice farmers continue to struggle to meet the rising demand, creating a significant imbalance between consumption and production. As a result, Ghana relies heavily on imports to fill the gap, a situation that poses serious economic and food security challenges. For bird damage only, statistically, about 53% to 78% of farms in the northern, eastern, Ashanti, Volta, Upper East and Upper West regions have been largely affected. Recognizing this urgency, the STEM team of Ola Girls Secondary School embarked on a mission to understand the root causes of the decline in local rice production. We identified bird invasions, inefficient irrigation systems, and limited access to reliable power sources to power farming systems. In response, we generated an integrated solution which tackles all three problems at once through automated irrigation, bird deterrent structures, all while providing reliable sources of energy sustainably. Our project aims to create an efficient and reliable solution to decrease loss of crop yield, to provide electricity generated from excess energy to nearby homes or community, to prevent bird intrusions in rice field, and to ensure there's ample supply of crops all season. Some materials which were used in building the miniature version of the Best Care project include a solar panel, PVC pipes, ultrasonic sensor, siren horn, amongst others. The Best Care project has an automated bird caring robot, which we call the Habibi robot. The Habibi robot has an ultrasonic sensor, which has a proximity of 15 centimeters. When a bird comes within the proximity of the ultrasonic sensor, it sends signals to the siren horn to release a sound to scare or drive birds that intrude into the farm away. The Habibi robot is mobile, thus it's able to move along the path of the farm with the help of its wheels. This makes it difficult for smart birds like crows to get adapted to it. Similar to this is our static Habibi robot. The static Habibi robot has a similar function to the mobile Habibi robot. The static Habibi robot was designed to favor farmers who won't be able to purchase the mobile Habibi robot. In addition to this, we have our irrigation system. Our irrigation system has soil moisture level sensors placed at different parts of the farm. When a soil moisture level sensor senses that the moisture level of the farm is low, it sends signals to the pump to draw water from the reservoir through tubes into the farm. When it realizes that the moisture level of the farm is okay, according to the farmer's preference, it sends signals to the pump to cut the flow of the water, which it does perfectly. In addition to this, we have our innovative windmill-like structure, which we call Winder. Winder has two sets of blades, one at the top and one at the side. The one at the top and side both are made to rotate with the help of wind energy obtained in the farm. The one at the top has a reflective surface, so when sunlight or light strikes on the surface of the blades of Winder at the top, it reflects light back into the atmosphere, disrupting the sight of birds that intrude into the rice farm, making them flee away from the farm. The body of Winder is also reflective. That's when sunlight also strikes on it. It reflects light back into the atmosphere in different angles in case birds come from different directions. The blades of Winder at the site, when rotating, harnesses wind energy. This wind energy is then converted into electrical energy, which can be used to power the neighboring community to the farm, and can also be used to power our building in adverse conditions. When the farmer decides to charge the buildings he supplies energy to in the community, this can in turn increase his revenue, which is a bonus or a plus for the farmer. In the actual or real life project, Winder will be about 2.5 meters long. The Habibi robot will be about 150 centimeters long. The ultrasonic sensor here will be replaced by a DT motion sensor. The siren horn will be replaced by a mega siren horn, since it's to be placed in an actual farm. The body of Winder will be made up of aluminum sheets. Aluminum sheets will be used to make the body of Winder to give us that high reflection when sunlight or light strikes on its surface. The wheels of the Habibi robot 2 would be bigger, and the wheels of the Habibi robot 2 will be much bigger to be able to pass through the farm, since it will be in an actual or real life farm.
Now, here are the electrical systems for our project. Our first system, Habibi, is powered entirely by renewable energy. A solar panel charges a rechargeable battery, and this battery runs every part of the system. No need for external electricity. For bird detection, we mounted an ultrasonic sensor on a micro servo motor. The servo swivels the sensor 180 degrees clockwise and back again, scanning for movement. Within a 20-centimeter range, the sensor detects birds, and within a 20-centimeter range, the sensor detects birds and sends a signal to an Arduino Uno board, the brain of Habibi, which in turn triggers a siren horn. For movement, these CJ motors inside the tires are connected to a power relay and a battery. The Arduino sends commands for Habibi to move forward and backward at a set cycle, allowing it to patrol the farm without human help. Our second system, the irrigation setup, also runs on solar power. Here, an analog soil moisture sensor is linked to an analog relay, and the water pump is connected through a power relay. An Arduino monitors the soil's moisture level. When it drops below a preset threshold, the Arduino When they drop below a preset threshold, the Arduino activates the pump to water the soil. Once it rises above the threshold, it casts power to the pump. This cycle repeats automatically, keeping crops healthy without wasting energy or water. Finally, for our third system, Winder, the power starts with a motor which acts as a generator, converting the wind's rotation into DC electricity. This output powers LED light bulbs in the houses. All the three systems rely on renewable energy sources, that is solar and wind, to power their operations effectively and sustainably without relying on the national grid.
Thank you.
A panel of judges.
Thank you very much, Ola Girls Secondary School, for the wonderful presentation. I have one question. In the beginning, you said a bird must come within 15 meters of Habibi to trigger a sensor. Then later on, you said 20 centimeters. So the first presenter said 15, then the second or third said 20. Well, in any case, 15 centimeters is just like the length of this phone, right? If a bird must come within this distance for a sensor to be triggered, how many Habibis would you need in a hectare of a farm, and how much would that cost?
So for our project, this one is a prototype, so we cannot use the actual materials. For this ultrasonic sensor, we programmed it to be 15 centimeters, but on the real-life farm, we'll use a different type of sensor which can detect birds up to 50 meters away from the Habibi. So in an acre of a land, we'll need 2 of the sensors. In a hectare of a land, we'll need 4 of the sensors.
And then we need to, for proximity, because they would overlap. That way there will be no blind spots should any bird decide to come from another side that is not part of their proximity.
Judges?
Yeah, thank you very much for this presentation. I have a question on the energy supply to the robot. If I recall correctly, it gets charged with solar energy, but then during the day, when the sun shines, it's out in the field. So how do you manage that the robot always has enough energy?
Please, the question again.
Okay, sorry. So the robot operates on solar electricity, if I recall correctly. And the robot is also operating in the field during the daytime. So when is it charged with the solar electricity? How is it charged?
Please, thanks for the question. The Habibi robot has a rechargeable battery, so we use the solar panel to charge the battery to power the Habibi robot. So even if it's in the day, even if it's at night, since the rechargeable battery is in the Habibi robot, it will still work. Thank you.
Will that be all from our judges? So Ahafo Region, please celebrate your own Ola Girls Secondary School. Thank you very much. But right now, we want to know what's the sentiment on the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, my sister Jackie from Multimedia joins me. Jackie, over to you.
Yes, Jerry. Ola Girls. Ola Girls. Ola Girls. Ola Girls. Okay. but before I come to my questions, I want you to tell me what you thought about the presentation by your colleagues. Kindly join me here.
They did very well. They explained everything about the project.
Okay, so are you confident of winning?
Yes, please.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay, let me get one lady here. In fact, at one point, kindly come closer. Sweetheart, come closer. What do you think about the presentation? We want to see you on camera.
Well, the presentation, it was okay. Whatever we practiced about, whatever we talked about, it went very well. So I think we have a very high chance of winning.
Do you agree? Yes. All right, let's give it up for Ola girls. Now, let me come to Dawopa. Last year, you were close to winning. Join me here. Last year, you were second. Let me speak to you first before I come to your students. Last year, sir, kindly join me here. Last year, you were close to winning. Now, you are back here in the finale. How does it feel to be here again?
We feel great to be here, and we feel that with the projects that we have come with, we are winning. And we are just presenting it to the judges to declare us winners for today's contest.
Hey, it's the confidence for me. What's making you so confident?
In fact, our project is a working project. It's a life-saving project. Okay. And every family is hoping that when God blesses them with a child, the child will survive. But in case the child has difficulties at that early ages, you need this device to bring back smiles to the families. So the project is a life-saving project.
All right, let's give it up for Daptech. So you can have your seat. Now I have a question. If you win, you get a product from our sponsors. So who is willing? Who wants to win something today from Daptech? It's a very easy question. Gentlemen, okay. All right. So the question is, what is renewable energy?
Renewable energy are energy sources that are not exhaustible.
Examples?
Nuclear energy, solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy.
Okay. Should we give it to him? All right, so he's won himself a solar lantern from our sponsors. Kindly give it to him. That is from Dabopa Technical Institute. Now let me move to other schools that we have here. Damongo, when I say Damongo Senior High School, do you have a response? So Damongo Senior High School.
Knowledge and service.
Damongo Senior High School.
Knowledge and service.
All right, Damongo, I need one of you to join me here. If you want me to point, I can point to. How are you feeling right now?
It's a very wonderful feeling I have right now because it's great. It's great.
Now your school is also in the finale today. What are your expectations?
Actually, we expect the best because we've really prepared and then we are here. This is our first time though, but we've really prepared. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Over to you, Jerry.
And so from Ahafo region, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to Happy Are We Studios Are We from Greater Accra, Presbyterian Boys Senior High School.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am Edu Kwabnayabua, and I'm here with
Francis Sa and I'm Ryan.
And we are going to be your lead presenters for today's presentation. In a world where 73% of rural communities do not have access to healthcare facilities, the rural doctor-to-patient ratio is 1:18,257, and individuals have to wait up to 6 hours just to receive basic primary healthcare. Well, I would say we'll just find better alternatives. Let's take painkillers. Let's try and see whether we will see the light day tomorrow. But let me ask you this question. What if these individuals do not see the light of the day tomorrow? Well, my team and I, Presec Legon, the STEM team, we came up with this innovative solution, what we call the health pot, a robust system that is fitted with a comprehensive set of sensors that takes your vitals and at the end of the day feeds it into an AI consultancy system that ensures that you have a consultancy, you get access to primary healthcare. My brother Francis Sir will take it from here.
Okay, so the health pot, how does it work? Now, your experience in the health pot is broken into 4 distinct stages. Stage number 1 is identification. Now, if you take a look at the health pot, there is a hand sanitizer that you use to sanitize your hands before you move inside. Once you move into the health pot, you recognize that there's a screen and there are many sensors that are available. We have our temperature sensor, we have an ultrasonic sensor, we have an SpO2 monitor, we have a blood pressure monitor, we have a weighing scale, and a host of other sensors that are available in the health pot. Now, the first stage is identification. But before we begin the process, I want to bring attention to the fact that the health pot has many assistive features. One of these accessibility features is the voice assistance that guides patients through the whole process. And so if someone is not very keen on reading a lot of text, they can use the audio guidance system.
Welcome to the Health Port, your self-service medical evaluation hub.
Now, we also have this assistance in Arakan language. Okay, so I'll begin the process. Now, once you enter into the health port, you recognize that there is a screen, and you can identify yourself as a patient using your NHIS card. Now, once you are done identifying yourself as a patient using your NHIS card, our camera will take a picture of the card and use optical character recognition to pull your details off the card of the patient. And so, I'll show the card to the screen. And you will see that it is showing up on the screen over here. So I'll start. Now, it's analyzing the NHIS card to pull all my details off the card. Now, one other advantage of using the NHIS is that we get access to many patient records. Okay, so moving on, we move on to stage 2. In this stage, we collect the vitals of the patient. And so in this stage, you stand on a sensor and you put on the weighing scale and you put your hand on the SpO2 level sensor. And when you start measurement, the system will take all your vitals, including your height, your weight, your BMI, your temperature, and your SpO2 levels. Okay, just like that, the system has taken all my measurements. Now, move on to the blood pressure monitor. Because of time, I'll move on to demonstrate other sections of our system. Now, over here, I get an overview of all my health vitals. Next up is a screen that allows you to select which part of your body you are facing challenges on. And so on this screen, you can choose whether you're having head pains on your head or any other part of your body. So I'll select my head, and then I'll move on. Now, this is one of the major key selling points of our product. This is the AI assistant. This AI assistant allows us to speak to the artificial intelligence system that is embedded in the hotpot, and you tell it what is wrong with you, and so I'll initiate the process.
Hi there, I'm Derek, and I'll be asking you some questions to help with your diagnosis today. How are you feeling? Could you please tell me the symptoms?
There seems to be internet connection issues, but as you can see, all the text is also available on the screen. And as I'm speaking, you can see my text being translated onto the screen in real time. And so, hello, Derek. I've been having a headache for the last 3 days, and I wanted to come and check up on my health.
Let's make sure we have all the information we need. Could you please tell me about the symptoms or pains you've been experiencing?
Okay, so as I said, I've been experiencing a headache. I've also been experiencing a runny nose for the last 3 days.
Thank you for sharing that. Have you experienced these symptoms before, or is this the first time?
I've definitely experienced such a headache before, but none this severe.
Got it. Could you please rate your pain level from 1 to 10?
Okay, so I think you get the idea. It will take you through the entire process and ask you clarifying questions, since patients tend to be very vague in their descriptions. So I'll end the call now, and I'll move on to have an overview of the entire diagnostics. Now, after this, you can print the summary of your health report. So I can just print my report, and then on the report, you can also see that there's a 6-digit pin that allows me to access all the prescriptions that the machine recommended. And so we'll move on to the next part of our project, which is the pharmacy. Okay, so the pharmacy allows me to enter a 6-digit code and then to give me any medicine that I need. And so you can see that we have an array of medicines over here. And then once I enter the code, the 6-digit code that is given on the QR code, it will dispense the medicine that is required.
So with unique selling points such as the solar power, the AI consultancy, telecommunication with a real-time medical officer, and many other features, you can see why the HealthPort is a device to stay. Our target market includes CHIPS compounds, rural areas, schools, companies, and other camp meetings and temporal gatherings. Looking at the HealthPort, it provides so many social impacts, such as lowered burden on healthcare providers, as an example, and then it falls in line with UN SDG goals 3, 7, 10, 11, and 13. Thank you very much.
Our judges, over to you.
That was a nice presentation. I would like to ask, how will your design ensure proper calf placement on the arm or on the artery to ensure that accurate blood pressure measurement is taken? How would your design ensure this?
Okay, so when you look into the hot pot, you realize that there is a seat that has been provided. And so when you're measuring the blood pressure, the patient will sit down and then they will put the monitor on their hand. Now, we have also provided a hand armrest that the patient will put their arm on to allow that, to ensure that the cuff is at the right level to give us the most accurate reading possible.
Thank you for the presentation. My question is about cooling. So I imagine it might get quite hot inside the kiosk, and I think some of the sensors you use may have only certain temperature ranges in which they operate, and the same goes for the drugs. So did you think about active cooling?
So we did think about cooling. So when you look at the top of the health board, there is a fan and there's an internal thermometer. So once it realizes that since it's meant to be outdoors, once it realizes that it begins to go above room temperature, there's a fan which keeps the internal cool. And even with the pharmacy, there's a fan that keeps it cool to keep the medications from going bad.
And that will be all from our judges. If you want Presec to win, please, you want to type in Presec AI. A round of applause for the Presbyterian boys, Senior High School. What's the feeling on the ground? Presec, what say you? Jackie, what say them?
Presec Legon, what do you think about the presentation? Join me here. If you want Presec to win, type AI. That was what Jerry said. Do you agree?
Yes, I do.
Do you agree?
Yes, I do.
But what's your overall view of the presentation?
First of all, kudos to the boys. And in my view, I think this is indeed an invention for a healthier future. Thank you.
It's an invention for?
A healthier future.
Okay, all right. Well, he says it's an invention for a healthier future. Now, let me come to some of the other students here. Join me here too. Now, what is your overview too of the presentation? What do you think about it?
Our presentation will be the best. Yeah. Since every time in all competitions, we show the best. So with this HealthPort showcase, it will be the best. And
he says in all competition, you do what?
We give out our best, and it's the best too. Yeah.
Okay, well, he says they are always the best. Now, my question, let me pick one of you, or anyone should just join me here to win a package from our sponsors. Anyone from the audience? Oh, wow, that was bold. How are you? Your name?
Sunny Baba Idi.
Sunny Baba Idi. Wow. Okay, so are you ready for my question?
Yes.
All right, so my question is, what color is often used to represent clean energy?
Green. Green and white.
Do we all agree? Do we all agree? Okay, let's give it up for him. So he's won a package from our sponsors. Kindly give it to him here. All right. Now let me speak to any of the other students here. Anybody to win a package? Presec Legon. Or should I come forward? Okay, one of you. Okay, you come in here. Let's give it up for him. Let's give it up for him as he joins me here. Are you also ready to win one?
Yes, please.
Okay, all right. So my question for you is, what was the theme of the 2024 SHS Renewable Energy Challenge?
Please, for that one, I don't think I know.
So do you want me to change or I should move forward?
Please, you can change it.
You don't want me to move forward?
No, please.
Hey, my brother. Okay, so, but I think it wouldn't be fair. So you know what? Let me call the other student to see if he can answer it. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. All right. So, which school won the 2024 Renewable Energy Challenge? Oh, wait, are you the same person?
Yeah, I'm the same person. So, yes, I'll give the opportunity.
Jerry, over to you.
Thank you very much. Next presentation, please, on screen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, having been prepared in heart and mind, let us go up north and receive the Bukba Technical Institute.
Imagine a mother's relief knowing her premature baby is safe, even when the city light goes out. Picture a rural clinic, miles from the nearest town, sadly equipped with power to save life. Across Ghana, so many newborns face a silent threat, not from illness, but from the darkness of power outages and limitations to traditional technology. What if you and I could change the story? What if no child's future depends on whether the light stays on? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are young engineers from the Bukpa Technical Institute, Tamale, and we are here not just to present a project, but to unveil a breakthrough. Today, we introduce the Intelligent Baby Incubator, code name IBI version 1, a solar-powered lifeline designed to save Ghana's most vulnerable and empower communities where hope is needed most. Join us as we show how innovation and renewable energy can give every newborn a fighting chance, regardless of where they begin their journey in life. One may ask, why did we venture into this project? Neonatal care is very critical in the survival of premature and at-risk infants. However, according to the Ghana Health Service 2023 annual report on neonatal care, one may ask, why did we venture into this project? Neonatal care is very critical in the survival of premature and at-risk infants. However, according to the Ghana Health Service 2023 annual report on healthcare infrastructures indicates that in Ghana, 1 in 5 hospitals experiences power outages, putting the lives of premature babies at risk. In addition, the World Health Organization 2022 report on neonatal care further highlights that traditional incubators often fail during blackout. Our solution, the IBI version 1, a portable solar-powered incubator with real-time health monitoring. This isn't just an incubator, it is a lifeline. Our incubator specifically identifies critical challenges faced in power-scarce communities by ensuring uninterrupted operation and advanced monitoring. For that matter, we seek to achieve the following: stable warmth for infant safety, GSM notification to the healthcare giver, adjustable bed for comfort and care, and furthermore.
The IBI version 1 comprises of several components. Before constructing this, we sat down and thought of the features we had to add to our system. And as part of it, the IBI version 1 comprises of sensors. These sensors are to monitor temperature, humidity, heart rate, and body weight of the baby. Since all these vital signs are very important,
So inside the incubator, you can have you see our LCD screens which display visual information for the user to see. So we have the temperature and a heartbeat sensor. So this is wrapped on the baby's finger, as you can see. And then we have the ESP32 camera, which plays a vital role in the system. Because in a room where there are 100 incubators or 200 incubators, you can't have 100 eyes. So you need to have eyes somewhere. This serves as your second, your third, your fifth eye, or your 100th eye. So wherever you are, you can be able to zoom from all those incubators and see how the baby is positioned and everything that is going on. We also have a temperature and humidity sensor, which is a DHT1211. So this particular sensor measures the humidity and the temperature within the incubator. Then we have a UV light for phototherapy. This is to ensure that any baby who has yellow fever or any other disease that requires phototherapy is properly catered for. And also, we have a bed which is adjustable. There are certain babies who need to be adjusted at an angle depending on their position. So the bed is able to be adjusted as he's displaying here. We also have a heater element which is able to provide the needed heat for the baby. GSM alerts are sent in cases of emergencies. And whenever the alert is sent, a call is also followed up. We are also using the Blink application to access this information online. So there are some places that SMS cannot reach, but we know that the internet has quite gone there. So now, having talked about all these components, now let's zoom into how they all come together to work and make the IBI version 1 this powerful. The IBI version 1, according to the World Health Organization standard parameters for warm-blooded mammals, the temperature of a warm-blooded mammal is supposed to be between 36 to 37 degrees Celsius. So following this, the IBI version 1 constantly monitors these parameters, and when the temperature drops, the heater is activated. And when the temperature increases, the heater is deactivated to ensure a constant temperature in the incubator. We have our smart bin here. Please, can you move? Sorry. So it opens when it detects trash. And when it opens when it detects trash, it will close again. Then we have our sterilization unit, which is here. It sterilizes whatever is used. Our power system, which also sends GSM alerts in cases of emergencies. So this is a dual power system. As you can see, the whole thing is powered by it. There is no interference from the grid or whatsoever. The grid only steps in when there is an emergency. That is where the grid steps in. The IBI version 1 is off-grid, making it very affordable and more convenient.
The IBI version 1 redefined neonatal care as a cutting-edge technology, surpassing traditional incubators in critical way. 1. Hybrid power. It ensures uninterrupted operation even in power-scarce community, versus grid-only dependency. 2. Smart automated alert. Real-time monitoring with instant notifications versus manual checks and guesswork. This is 21st century neonatal care. The IBI version 1 isn't just smart, it is cost-effective. According to a report by the Energy Commission of Ghana in 2024, renewable energy adoption in healthcare, solar energy cuts hospital bills by 30%, whilst local production also creates jobs, which is supported by the Association of the Ghana Industry. With the use of locally sourced materials, our project costs only 30,000 to 50,000. Manufacturing sector trends state that every 100 units deploy 500 plus newborn gain safer care annually. Imagine the IBI version 1 in all the 16 regions of Ghana, saving babies even in rural clinics. According to Ghana Statistical Services, demand for neonatal equipment in rural clinics stated that, with support, we can scale up to 150 units by 2026. Partner with us to make this a reality.
The IBI version 1, as we see it, is not just a project. It is a mission to transform neonatal care. And looking at it, it can be the life-saving project that everyone has been waiting for. You might have a child who needs this incubator. You might have an auntie who has a premature infant who needs this incubator. Don't relax. Together, let us harness the power of renewable energy to ensure no newborn is left behind. Thank you.
Distinguished judges.
Thank you very much for the awesome presentation. I'd like to find out, with the humidification, how do you intend to achieve the right humidity in the chamber?
Thank you very much for the question. So to achieve the humidification, we have a cabinet here where the water is placed. And we know that humidity cannot be created without temperature. So in that sense, the humidity, the heat rushes over the water. And as the water is heated, it evaporates and creates moisture in the whole system. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dabokpa. I have one question. So this is meant for off-grid applications, meaning rural areas, right?
Yes.
And it's for critical, applications. Having a baby in an incubator like that, what happens if your battery should run out in the night?
Okay, thank you very much for this question. Before going into a project like this, we designed a system that can carry this without any problem. So we have looked for good batteries that can carry this without any power fluctuation. Batteries like the lithium ion, that is what our system is running on. So we are sure that our system can be run 24 hours without any problem. And it can also operate on the national grid. So it's not only on the renewable energy, it runs on the national grid, and at the same time, the renewable energy as well.
But it's being promoted for off-grid applications. So in that rural community, they don't have the grid. And let's assume you have a cloudy day, and there was little sunshine.
So our battery have enough capacity to store energy that can run the system for a whole day.
All right, thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Dabukpa Technical Institute, Northern Region. A round of applause. Thank you very much. Lady Jackie, what say you?
Jerry. I'm here with students from Accra Girls Senior High School. Now, first of all, before I even go to my question, what do you think about the presentation by DAPTEC?
Well, it was a nice presentation, and it's actually a life-saving project. I think they did well.
Okay, all right. Now, you ready for my question?
Yes.
Are you sure? All right. Now, my question for you is, name one benefit of using renewable energy?
It reduces pollution in the environment.
Should we give it to her? Hey, you people are all saying I should give it to her. All right, so let's give it up for her. So let's give her, she wins one solar lantern from our sponsors. Now let me also come to Achimota School here. Motown. Hey, I'm not feeling the vibe. Motown. The pace setters. I need a gentleman and a lady to join me here. Okay. Gentlemen, kindly join me here. Now, what is your take? So far, before we go to the question, which of the schools are you rooting for?
I think every school has innovative projects that all governments and all other institutions to embark. But I think I'm rooting for Presec because because their project is really outstanding, and that's my view on it. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, don't sit down. What school are you rooting for?
Presec.
You're all rooting for Presec. Achimota, are you all rooting for Presec? Yes. Hey. Presec bought supporters here. Anyways, so you can sit down. Let me start with this gentleman. Now, my question for you is, what was the theme for 2024 renewable energy? The quiz.
I have no idea. We weren't here. I have no idea.
Okay, so he says he has no idea, but do you know, last year, do you know the theme?
No, please.
Hey, you all know, who knows the theme for last year? Last year. Last year's challenge. Anybody? 3, 2, 1. No school. Oh, there's a school here. Come closer. Join me here. Come. He says he knows the answer. So what was it?
Using renewable energy to solve land degradation and water pollution.
Okay, let's give it up for him. For the benefits of everybody in here to hear what exactly last year's theme was, just repeat it.
Using renewable energy to solve water pollution and land degradation.
Okay, so I hope we all got it now. All right, so he also wins 1 solar lantern from our sponsors. Oh, you competed last year. Oh, okay. And how was your journey?
It wasn't that smooth, but we are coming next year, so.
Coming harder.
Yeah, next year.
All right, sure. Thank you very much. Over to you, Jerry.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for the next school? Oh, come on, are we ready? I can't feel the energy. If your voice is yours, say creativity. Say innovation. Say partnership. Creativity. Innovation. Partnership. Put your hands together for yourselves. And that's what we're doing here. This challenge right now, all the way from Western Region, make welcome Ahantaman Girls Senior High School.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ahantaman Girls Senior High School from the Western Region. For this year's Renewable Energy Challenge, we are presenting a solar-powered thermoelectric cooler, the Royal Cooler, as an innovative solution for vaccine storage in remote areas. I am in the person of Melissa Kumesi, presenting with
Flora Piedu Okran
and
Stephanie Edinam Cole.
Did you know that in the recent cholera outbreak, Western Region was the hardest hit, recording about 19 deaths and over 6,000 suspected cases? Isn't that alarming? Yes, it is, as well as the recent outbreak of monkeypox. Hence, there is a need to vaccinate the people. Nurse Amelia, who was recently sent to a rural area in the Western Region to vaccinate the locals, struggles to keep her vaccines and other biological samples cold and effective. Well, according to the World Health Organization, most vaccines must be stored within a temperature range of 2 degrees Celsius to 8 degrees Celsius to remain effective. Unfortunately, our traditional refrigerators are expensive, bulky, and unreliable as there's inconsistent supply of electricity in the rural areas. Therefore, there's a need for an affordable, off-grid, low-maintenance cooling system as a solution. Our Royal Cooler uses the Peltier effect. Now, what is the Peltier effect? The Peltier effect, which was discovered by Sir Jean Charles Happiness Peltier in 1834, is when two different semiconductors, P-type and N-type, are connected at both junctions and direct current passes through the combination. This results in one side becoming extremely hot and the other side cold. For our prototype, we are harnessing the cold side. And since sunlight is abundant in Ghana, our prototype is powered by solar energy as our renewable source of energy. We hypothesize that the integration of solar energy with the Peltier module can provide the cooling effect to store vaccines and other biological samples in remote areas. Here is a picture of our prototype. Here are pictures of us building our prototype. And here are pictures of us doing the finishing work on our prototype.
This is our system design. We have our solar panel that converts solar energy into direct current and powers our whole system. Our 12-volt lead-acid battery charges during the day to power the system at night and on cloudy days. Our Peltier module, which has a heat sink plus fan. The Peltier module provides us with a cooling effect, and the heat sink plus fan is there to dissipate excess heat and prevent it from interfering with the cold internal temperature of our prototype. We have our charge controller that regulates the charging of our 12-volt lead-acid battery. The framework of our system is made with marine plywood. The reason we use marine plywood is because marine plywood is made from layers of wood, flattened and stuck together with waterproof glue. This makes our whole system water resistant. Inside our system, we have cork sheets lined with aluminum sheets. The cork sheet is there to act as a thermal insulator. That is, it prevents heat from entering the system. And the aluminum sheet reflects radiant heat that enters the system when the door is opened, thus maintaining even cooling and reducing bacterial and fungal growth. We also have a temperature sensor with real-time digital display to monitor temperature fluctuations in our system. Our initial temperature now reads 26.5 degrees Celsius. Let's switch our device on. We also have an adrenal-controlled regulation of the Peltier, which functions as a thermostat for smart temperature control. Our Royal Cooler also comes with a portable backup battery charging station for 24-hour operation. Let's move to our thermostat control logic. This is programming language, so let me break it down for you. It says, if the internal temperature of our Royal Cooler is less than or equal to 6.0 degrees Celsius and our Peltier is on, the relay will send a message to switch the Peltier off. But if the internal temperature is greater than or equal to 8.0 degrees Celsius, the relay will send a message to switch the Peltier on. To make our device top-notch, we integrated a Bluetooth model with the temperature sensor. This enables remote monitoring of temperature from the mobile phone. It improves reliability and helps the health workers to monitor vaccine temperatures. With data obtained from the temperature monitored over the Bluetooth model, we were able to plot a cooling curve. And as you can see from our cooling curve, the internal temperature of our Royal Cooler decreases from 30 degrees Celsius to 5 degrees Celsius and plateaus at 4.2 degrees Celsius. This shows that 4.2 degrees Celsius is our final temperature or saturated temperature.
After weeks of testing, we were able to achieve a stable internal temperature of positive 4.2 degrees Celsius, and we were able to reach this target within 30 minutes. Our Royal Cooler operated for over 6 hours without direct dependency on sunlight, and it consumes 180 watts per hour. Now, if we're using on-grid electricity, consuming 180 watts per hour will be pretty expensive, but since we're harnessing solar energy, it is cheaper. With rising external temperature to up to 35 degrees Celsius, our Royal Cooler is still able to maintain a stable internal temperature. The cost of production for our Royal Cooler is 1,780 Ghana cedis, and we can peg the market price between 2,500 Ghana cedis and 3,000 Ghana cedis. Because mass production reduces the market price, it is 80% cheaper than similar imported units. And do you know the impact? It cuts losses, boosts rural healthcare, and drives local innovation. Because according to the World Health Organization, 50% of vaccines in developing countries, especially in Africa, go bad due to failure in cold chain. Hence, we recommend our Royal Cooler as a solution. We operated our Royal Cooler at 2 community health centers, one at Kojokom Chiefs Compound and the other at Tikobo #1 Government Hospital, all in the Western region. And here are pictures of us at our field experience.
And now, our internal temperature reads 22.4 degrees Celsius, showing a remarkable decrease in temperature within this short period of switching our device on. This shows us that our Royal Cooler is not just a prototype, but a working model ready for healthcare delivery in remote areas.
Our Royal Cooler also addresses a number of sustainable development goals, including Goal 3, Good Health, Goal 7, Affordable and Clean Energy, Goal 9, Industry, Innovation and Infrastructure.
There's an ongoing vaccination against cervical cancer. Hence, we are seeking the government and NGOs to help scale production and bring our Royal Cooler to the front line. We are also entreating young girls within the ages of 9 and 14 to go to their nearest health centers and be vaccinated.
Join us to revolutionize vaccine access in remote areas in Ghana and beyond. Thank you.
Ahousaman Girls Senior High School. Put your hands together for them. And now our distinguished judges, what say you?
Ahousaman Girls, well done. And my question is, aside the remote monitoring using the Bluetooth, which is restricted by distance, what other way would you monitor the temperature in the chamber remotely?
Thank you for the question. When our device is scaled up, we plan on integrating a Wi-Fi model because internet connection is available almost everywhere. It will be easier to track it using the Wi-Fi model rather than the Bluetooth model. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I have maybe a similar question. So when the temperature has gotten too high, will the cooler display an alarm to alert the nurse to say the vaccines may have been spoiled?
Thank you for the question. That is why we have an adrenal-controlled regulation of the Peltier. When the temperature falls out of the safe range, the adrenal will switch on and change the temperature back to the immediate safe range, that is between the 2 and the 8 degrees Celsius. But when it is within the safe range, the peltier will switch off. Therefore, there is no need for the nurse or the health personnel to come near the device because it's fully automatic. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ahantaman Girls Senior High School, how about a round of applause for them? Thank you very much. Charlie, what's the mood on the ground?
Aggies. Aggies.
The Royals.
Aggies.
The school on the hill of light. Asia.
Well, that is the mood, Jerry. Now, two ladies should join me here. Aggies last year, they made it to the finale and they were 5th. They were one of the best presenting schools for last year. This year, you are back in the finale. You just finished presenting. What do you think about the presentation?
It was magnificent. They did very, very well. And I'm very sure that we are going to claim the victory.
This year, you're not going to be fair, Sith. You are clinching the ultimate.
You know something? Horses are prepared for war, but the victory comes from the Lord. So we are very sure that we are going to win.
That is Ahantaman Girls. Now, what about you two? Kindly join me here. What about you two? Let's face the camera here.
We've gone through a lot of processes and we've gotten here, so we believe that we have already won. There's no need for us to compete. We have already won. Yes.
There's no need for you to compete.
Yes, we have already won. We are the winners.
All right, that's Ahantaman Girls. I need more ladies from Ahantaman Girls. I like the vibe from the ladies here. Aggies, more ladies, please. Kindly join me here too. Let's have more conversations. Or do you, okay, let me come here. Yes. Now, let me speak to you. What did you think about the ladies' presentation? Your colleagues.
It was just perfect. I don't know what to say, but they did so well. I'm so happy.
And you too? What do you think?
They did very well.
They did very well. You're clinching the ultimate this year.
Pardon?
Are you clinching the ultimate this year?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, that is from the ladies here. That is Ahantaman Girls. Now, let me move forward here. Okay. So now let me come back to Damongo. I was speaking to you earlier before I moved away. Kindly join me here. So far, we've seen most of the schools present. Your school is about to present. What should we expect?
Expect the best from us. We've really prepared, like I said earlier on, and we trust our contestants. So expect the best from us. Yes, please.
Okay, expect the best from Damongo. That is from Damongo. So, Jerry, over to you.
Which is why Budamawura, Dr. Baswale, representing the Paramount Chief of Damongo Traditional Area, is here to give us the best in Ghana. I give to you Damongo Senior High School.
Plastic, a material that has revolutionized modern life, yet poses a significant threat on our planet. From packaging and consumer goods to medical devices and technology, plastic is everywhere. But great convenience comes great responsibilities. Today, we'll explore the impact of plastic on our environment, our health, and our future. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Amor Mimuna, and I'm here with my colleagues.
Mahmoud Ibrahim.
Zinat Abdul Rashid. The project that we have chosen to embark on is to convert food waste, such as cassava peels, household leftover food, into biodegradable substance. Our choice of this project is largely motivated by the country's inability to combat plastic waste. These products are supposed to provide convenient services to we Ghanaians, but that is not what we see today. What we see today is rubbish everywhere. I mean, everywhere. This place we sit in is beautiful, no doubt. But if you take some steps outside this environment, you're definitely going to find black, white, all kinds of fabrics alike, heaped at one place, and we call this bullies. There have been several distressful calls to the attention of the government of Ghana to tackle plastic waste disposal and management, and despite its efforts to reduce, reuse, and recycle this waste, but more is needed to mitigate the issue. The matter of plastic waste in Ghana is not a hidden issue, and it's not limited to sections or some parts of the country. Plastic waste is a major issue in all parts of the country, including our water bodies. Reports from media channels, UNICEF Ghana, UN, Auditor General's report allude to this fact. Before I continue, please let's take a look at a video. Okay, there have been even the international levels who have been faced with this issue, the European and the Asian countries. They have sat on meetings. An example is the UN Environmental Programme in March 2022. And somehow, it's like their legal binding instruments did not work. And in this case, it's like we have lost the fight. But that is not the case. It is for this reason that our team has come together to produce a biodegradable plastic material simply from food waste. One may ask, why bioplastic in the first place? Bioplastic because it easily decomposes when it's being disposed. Bioplastic because it does not choke gutters and litter the environment, leading to flooding issues. Bioplastic because it is not dangerous to animals, both aquatic and terrestrial. Bioplastic because it promotes a healthier future by not causing diseases such as cholera, malaria, typhoid, and so on.
A simple flow diagram. Food waste is being collected, processed, and into bioplastic, which is ready to use. The main objectives of this project is to solve land and water pollution, to create an environmentally friendly material, to promote a healthier future, and to reduce reliance on non-biodegradable plastics.
Material use. The material we use for our projects, we have the solar panel, the solar charge controller, battery, temperature sensor, ESP32, and many more. With the underlying concept, you have from the solar energy to electrical energy, and then from electrical energy to heat and kinetic energy. Procedure: liquefied food waste with glycerin and vinegar is poured into a heating container. The heating container continues to heat up the content to about 90 degrees Celsius and then poured automatically into a flat surface here. Then after that, there is a cooling fan which continues to cool up the content to about 55 degrees Celsius. After that, then it then transfers into a dehydrator here to finalize the product.
Did you know that this entire process is being monitored from start to finish? It's being monitored on this dashboard. It doesn't matter wherever you are. This whole process can be monitored wherever you are in the part of the world. That is, the temperature readings are being monitored, leveling of the content is also being controlled, an automatic shutdown protocol is also being installed, an automatic smoke and fire detector is also being installed.
So let's talk about the target market. We have the NGOs, the global market and businesses, and many more.
In conclusion, our innovative approach in making bioplastic offers a sustainable alternative to the traditional plastic, reducing an environmental impact and promoting a healthier future. Together, let's kick away this traditional plastic, promoting a healthier future and promoting to a sustainable development. Plastic is the problem, but we are the solution. Small actions today, a plastic-free tomorrow. The future depends on what we do in the present. Thank you.
Asankushu.
Judges?
Yeah, thank you very much for this presentation. I'm wondering about the food waste that you put into the machine. Do you have any restrictions or requirements on the type of food waste that you would be able to use?
So we use food waste that contains starch. So the example is what we gave as the household leftover food like banku and other food.
Thank you very much, Damongo Senior High. So to the ordinary Ghanaian like me, struggling to find food to eat, I want to go with the cheapest commodity on the market, right? So what's the difference in cost between your plastic product and the one on the market now? And how would you convince me to go for that if it's more expensive than what's on the market today?
Our project is not expensive because we make use of cassava peels, which can be obtained from gari factories and also other factories that produce foodstuffs and the leaf of their food waste.
Do you have an idea what the cost of your product would be, compared to what we have now? Unit for unit.
So our project will be less expensive compared to the current plastics that we are using, like in the sense that it is let's estimate like 10% less expensive than the current plastic we are using.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Damongo Senior High School. Thank you. We just want to know nothing for Gobe. Please, a round of applause as they take their seats. And so finally, we get to hear from the ground what's happening. Jackie, what say you?
Yes, Jerry. I'm here with students from Damongo. Now, you were telling me something earlier that these plastics...
Our products, what we've made so far, this is just a trial and samples that we have here.
So, what do you think about the presentation by your colleagues?
Our presentation is wow. Perfect.
Wow and perfect, Jerry. That's the word. Wow and perfect. What about you two?
Actually, it was a mesmerizing one, which they can tell with me. And also, we are winning. That is the fact. We are winning. And we are winners already, seriously.
You are winners already?
Yeah. Yes.
Any final word?
Even though this is our first time, but we will come once and pick it once.
Wait, why are you smiling after what you said?
Because I'm very sure, 100% sure about our presentation and what they did. I'm very sure that we are winning. We have already won the thing.
Jerry, that's it. So they've already won the thing. Now that is Damongo Senior High. When I say Damongo Senior High School, what do you respond to?
Knowledge and service.
Damongo Senior High School.
Knowledge and service.
Wait, let me get closer to the other students here. It's a very mighty audience here. Damongo Senior High School.
Knowledge and service.
Damongo Senior High School.
Knowledge and service.
Yes, they are coming to win it once and for all. Coming here once and winning. So, Damongo, kindly have your seat here. Let me so engage with most of the students here. Now, SHS Legon Applied Technology Institute. Join me here. Which school are you rooting for?
Presec.
Hey. Did they pay you?
No.
They didn't pay you?
No.
I think Presec paid them. Let me come to the far end here. Probably he will say a different thing. Which school are you rooting for? Oh, okay, Daptech. He's rooting for your school.
Yeah.
Which school are you also rooting for?
Presec.
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 Paid actors. They are all paid actors. What about you?
Presec as well.
Hey. You know what? Let me move back to Ola girls. Let me get back to them here. They were the first school I spoke to here. Hola, girls. Hola. Hola.
Perseverance and dignity.
Are we winning?
Yes.
I can't hear. It's like there's no energy. Hola, girls. Are we winning?
Yes, we are.
Are we winning?
Yes.
Jerry, can you hear?
Atasa.
Hola. So far, most of the schools have presented. We just have one last school now. Your observation, what do you think about most of the presentations?
Whatever they did was great, and I just pray we all come together to do something big.
But at the end of the day,
You win. Our school win.
we all can't hear. Please, can you hear her?
I said at the end of the day, Ola girls will win them.
She said at the end of the day, you've all done well, but Ola is winning. All right, over to you, Jerry.
And so from the north to Ahafo to Savannah to Greater Accra to Western. Now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Volta and Adidome Senior High School.
I'm coming to start to get ready. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am in the person of Alosa Welinam, and I'm here with
Dongo God and Dotomo Ephraim.
Together, we are from Adidome Senior High School, presenting on waste segregation, smart bin. Waste management is one of the major problems faced by our country, Ghana. The gutters are choked with trash and debris. Old plastic bags and used water bottles can be seen everywhere on our streets. Even though the government of Ghana has implemented systems to manage waste, people still dump waste in drains, litter our streets, and burn waste uncontrollably, releasing toxic chemicals into the atmosphere. Do you know Ghana generates approximately 25,000 metric tons of waste daily? 65% of this waste are organic, with the potential to be turned into compost. However, only 75% of all generated waste are being collected on a daily basis. One may ask, why smart bin? As a compound overseer of my school, I've noticed that most of our students litter our campus, even though there are dustbins provided for us. So, my team and I conducted a survey by interviewing few students. To our surprise, most of them said, due to mixed garbage, the dustbin produces foul smell. Some also said their colleagues litter the lid of the bin, which discourages them from going close and dumping their trash. That is how we came about this innovative bin, which is capable of segregating all kinds of waste, prevent overflow of waste, and also encourage proper waste management. I'm sure you would like to know more about this e-bin.
Our e-bin system is an AI-driven solution aimed at enhancing proper waste management practices by taking away the complexity of waste sorting and optimizing of waste collection. This e-bin here uses an ESP32 camera to capture the image of the waste to be disposed. The captured image is then processed by a material recognition model empowered by AI, trained with edge imports on hundreds of these images to help determine the type of waste, classify them into metal, plastic, organic, and when the waste comes in a combined form, it takes that as an unknown. It then sends a signal to the Arduino Uno, which understands this signal and will trigger the servo motor to turn for you to dump in your waste. So this is how the process occurs. So guess due to transport, maybe we are having a fault. So you can also see on the LCD screen here, which will also display to you the bin status. This LCD screen is telling us that all the bins in the front compartment are empty. Organic empty, metal, plastic, and then the unknown as well, also empty. The same way, if the camera here fails to work, we have placed sensors here to work as an alternative to the camera. These sensors will also detect the type of waste and will also send a signal to the Arduino Uno, which will trigger the servo motor to turn for you to dump in your waste. We have placed LEDs here, which is glowing green, as indicates here. This is to indicate to us that all the bins in the compartment are empty. At the same time, when any of the bin is full, like the way the red light is glowing, This is to indicate to us that the bin is full. At the same time, there is also a buzzer placed here as it is beeping now. This is also to indicate to us that the dustbin is full. And then the flap at the top will also not open for you to dump in your waste. This is to prevent overflow of dustbins. Now, this dustbin, it means that it is friendly to our visually impaired and then the hearing impaired people. At the same time, this whole system is being powered by the solar panel, which is the SP20 model. Now, we know that sanitation is a collective effort. Therefore, we have also made an effort to improve on our data collection, analysis, and waste disposal system. Therefore, we have created a web interface and a mobile application. The web interface is for organizations that will be running the use of this system. It will help them to monitor the bins, track the location of the bin, and at the same time, it will also give them email notification when any of the bin is full. At the same time, for the cleaning staff, they will be making use of the mobile app. This app will help them to also receive notification, track the location of the specific bins that are full, and at the same time, receive email notification when any of the bin is full. This bin is developed to be used in our schools, at the market squares, in our car parks, and then along the roads and at the malls. I hope you would like to know, after we have collected the waste, what we use them for.
So the segregated waste which our dustbin collected is used in making these products which you see over here. We use the plastics which collected in making the handball nets, these pavement blocks which you see over here. We also use the plastics in making the raincoats which you see my colleagues wearing, the shower cap, and also some hand gloves as well. The organic parts, the organic metals which we collected were used, the organic materials which we collected were used in making a biogas, Then after the gas is being collected, it serves as clean LPG for our kitchens. The metals which we collected are sold to our industries, and the money which we generate from it is used to improve upon our dustbin, therefore making our dustbin, the cost on it reduced. So the new cost on our dustbin is 998 Ghana cedis, making our dustbin affordable.
This e-bin is what we refer to as Dustbin Mutual News. Independence,
fearless,
and credible.
Thank you.
And certainly one in there for Joy News. Judges, over to you.
Thank you once again for your presentation. But I would like to ask, the total cost, does it include the solar panel and its integration?
Yes, please, it does.
Yeah, thank you very much. What happens if the machine cannot make a determination, but I, as the user, I know exactly, I have a piece of metal in my hand.
Please, the question again.
So let's say I hold something under the machine, a can maybe of a soft drink, and the machine, for some reason, it cannot determine that it is a metal object. Will it allow me to still put it in the metal bin?
Okay, so the reason why we've made this to open on its own is for a hygienic purpose. But at the same time, if you come and the sensors and the camera and the whole system is not working, you can at the same time just press the flap here and it will also open for you to dump in. Yes.
Thank you very much, Adidome. So, you know, our waste management companies, they are very stubborn. Sometimes they don't come collecting the waste. So we are forced to, keep pressing and pressing. So how, when does your container determine the bin to be full, and if the waste management company isn't coming, are you able to do something to it, like the way we do it manually at home, press it down so that it will stop beeping, telling you the bin is full?
Okay, so as we've explained in our presentation, There is a web interface that is for the organizations that will be monitoring all the bins all over the country. Then the mobile application is for the staff that will be going around to pick the bins. So it will help them to quickly receive emails, or they can even be monitoring as we are dumping the levels of the bin. They can view everything on their app. So when it is full, they can quickly go and then discharge it. But
you are assuming an ideal situation where they come running when the bins are full, but this is Ghana.
So the flap at the top will not open for you to dump in your waste. So it means you have to resort to maybe a dustbin and then you just dump it there.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Adidome Senior High School. Lady Jackie, what say you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, so I'm here with students from Pilot Technical Institute. Kindly stand up here and join me. What do you think about the presentation by Adidome Senior High School?
About their presentation, they did very well. And about the separation of the waste. You see, as they presented, this project could, let me say, determine the type of waste and also dump it in the right place. So they did very well.
Okay. Now to my interesting question. Which school are you rooting for? I know your school is not part of the schools in the finale, but which school are you rooting for? Hey! Jerry, I think Presec has some paid actors here.
Charlie.
Wait, let me get closer. What school are you also rooting for? Can you stand up? Ola Girls. That is Ola Girls. You can also sit. Let me get closer to Pilot Technical Institute. Which school are you rooting for?
Ola Girls.
Ola Girls. The girls are rooting for the girls. Have you heard the ladies saying they are rooting for the other girls' school? But which school are you rooting for? My brother, which school are you rooting for?
Legon Presec.
Presec. Are you sure?
Yeah.
It was your friend that just said.
No, I was just asking him.
Why are you rooting for Presec?
Because they did great.
We can't hear you. Can you hear him?
Because they did great, and I love their work.
You love their work. That's an interesting one. Which school are you also rooting for?
Odadie. Legon Presec.
Hey, Presec. That's interesting. Oh, lady, can you stand up for me? Which school are you rooting for?
Adidome.
Oh, she's rooting for Adidome Senior High School too. Gentlemen, which school are you rooting for?
Adidome.
Gentlemen, which school?
Adidome.
They don't want to. Now the students don't want to shy me anymore. Presec Legon. Your paid actors are finished. Adidome Senior High School. What was your take on the presentation, the last presentation that?
They have done a great work, and I think by the close of the day, we will carry the medal to our school.
When I say Adidome, what do you respond to?
Perseverance, hard work, excellence, and discipline.
Adidome Senior High School.
Always the best.
Okay, always the best. You wanted to say something? It's 2 times. So let's go over again. Great Adiseg.
Perseverance, hard work, excellence, and discipline.
Okay, so Great Adiseg.
Always the best.
Great Adiseg. In fact, you see, you missed the point. I wanted to start over again. Great Adiseg.
Perseverance, hard work, excellence, and discipline.
Then last one. Great Adiseg.
Always the best.
Okay, you know what? Let me go back to Presec. Yes, I want to come back here. Presec. It looks like you have paid actors. Yes, you have paid actors.
No, we don't.
Oh, speak. We can't hear you.
No, we don't.
You don't?
Yes, we don't.
But what's your take on all the presentations today?
I think every school has done well. Congratulations to all schools, and may the best win. That's what I have to say.
May the best win.
Yes.
Okay, now let me go to the boys at the back. Yes, the boys at the back. Presec, the boys at the back. Now, what do you think of the presentations too? Because all the schools, not all the schools, I mean a couple of them, like 2 or 3 maybe, they are rooting for you.
I think all the schools did well, but Presec is Presec, so you can just expect the best from us.
Please repeat that for all of us. Jerry, are you listening?
I can hear them.
Please repeat that.
Said all the schools did well, but Presec is Presec, so.
Please, he said Presec is Presec, all the schools. Let me get one last comment from you here to your observation so far.
I think everyone did well, but I would like to say that primus inter pares, which means first among equals. Thank you.
Jerry, did you catch that?
I got that. Today somebody will be Kasungo, yay.
Well, over to you.
And so if you're joining us, ladies and gentlemen, right here at the Accra International Conference Center, or you've been following us on radio, television, or online on Joy News, we say thank you and congratulations. You've made it to the best platform where we showcase talent, we showcase creativity and partnership. It is the 6th edition of the Energy Commission Senior High School, the Renewable Energy Challenge by the Energy Commission under the auspices of the Ministry of Energy and Green Transitions in partnership with the Ghana Education Service, the Ghana TVET Service, the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, and with media support from Joy News. Just gone by were 6 amazing presentations showcasing their prowess in terms of renewable energy solutions. The judges have made up their minds, and shortly we'll get to hear their verdict. One thing conspicuously clear is the absence of inclusion. We've not really catered for all our members who are, you get what I mean? Persons with disability. We haven't factored them into any of the innovations. Have you noticed that? And so I want to do something specially for all our members who are impaired, both in the ear and in speech. Can we do something? Please rise. I want us all to greet them. So let's do a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good evening. Are you ready? So, please raise your right hand, like this, your right palm. When I say good morning, this is what you're going to do. Good morning. Are you ready? Good morning. So you kiss, you place here, and you lift up. Are you ready? Good morning. Good morning. Now, good afternoon. You're going like this. So, good afternoon. Are you ready? Good afternoon. And then for good evening, you're going to go like this. Good evening. Good evening. So let's take it from the morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. You need free SHS. Good afternoon. Good evening. And let's clap for them. Hey! Clap for them like this. Now clap for yourselves. Please be seated, please be seated, please be seated. Wow. And so to all our brothers and sisters, persons with disability, we hear you, we love you, and we factored you into today's demonstrations. We want to now reward some institutions, some schools, and then we shall go straight into the prizes. Pleasure is mine to invite to do us the honors by presenting these special awards. The first, the best presenting team. Make welcome the man who actually oversaw the start of this great initiative and is here with us today. Would you please make welcome former board chair, Professor George P. Hagan. It is wonderful to see the fruits of your labor in your lifetime. Prof, we welcome you warmly. Respectfully, I ask that you take your place in the middle. And ladies and gentlemen, the best presenting team, without doubt. Ahantaman, put your hands together. Ahantaman Girls Senior High School from the Western region. Congratulations. We say congratulations and we wish you well in the grand finale coming up shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, the best presenting team, Ahantaman Girls Senior High School. Congratulations. Let's celebrate them once more. You may please be seated. And many thanks to you, Professor George Hagan, for doing us the honors. Presenting, ladies and gentlemen, for the innovative project of the year, would you please make welcome a former board chair, Dr. Kwame Ampofo. And so, ladies and gentlemen, innovative project of the year, and the school is Medina High School. Presbyterian Boys Secondary School. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. Innovative project of the year, and it goes to the Presbyterian Boys Senior High School. Is it Legon or Medina? Nah. And this is how we celebrate your innovation this year. Ladies and gentlemen, let's celebrate them. So who is likely to win? Is it the best presenting or the most innovative? Well, the results are in. They've reached me via mail, and I can tell you that they've been independently verified by Global Info Analytics. Thank you very much. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for is finally here. Presenting the 6th position, would you please make welcome the Director, Office of the Deputy Chief Officer, Engineering and Operations. Organization, I believe, is VRA. Make welcome Engineer Richard Ahinkra Osei. In 6th position, ladies and gentlemen, the winner will take away 25 LED street lights, 10 gas integrated science books, 2 skeletal systems, 1 plaque, a cash reward of 3,000 Ghana cedis, 5 Android phones, 6 solar lamps, certificates, set of souvenirs, and additional cash of 5,000 Ghana cedis. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe the school takes 5,000 CDs, the individuals take 3,000. Okay. And so, in 6th position, with 73%, Damongo Senior High School. They are not last, they are 6th. Please. Yours was a brave fight. Very innovative ideas. And this is how today we celebrate your efforts. A total package of 42,000 Ghana cedis is yours. And it includes all the items aforementioned. Please, one more time, let's celebrate. Many thanks to you, Engineer Richard Ahinkra Osei, for doing us the honors. In 5th position, they also walk away with a total package of 42,000 Ghana cedis. The school, I believe, takes a cash prize of 5,000, a set of souvenirs, certificates, 6 solar lamps, 5 Android phones, a cash amount for the team, 3,000 Ghana cedis, a plaque, 2 skeletal systems, 10 gas integrated science books, and 25 LED street lights. Make welcome the presenter, Director of Admissions and Financial Aid at SHS University, Madam Araba Boche. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us. At 74%, ladies and gentlemen, so I pay you. Adidome Senior High School.
You never leave me, you never forsake me. I can count on you when everyone fails me. You know the desire to shower me with blessings, so I love you, my Jesus. Love you, my Lord.
We say congratulations to you. Better luck next time. But all in all, you are still winners. You showcase innovation, creativity. And ladies and gentlemen, the least we can do is to put our hands together to celebrate them for coming thus far. Let this spur you on to do more. The real victory is in real life after school. And so we know that this is just the start of greater things to come. Congratulations, Adidome Senior High School. Thank you very much, Madam Arababoche. In 3rd place, the same cash package, total package of 42,000 with the same elements mentioned afore. And now to present to the fourth school, would you please make welcome the cluster coordinator, GIZ, Mr. Gunma Wagner. And so in fourth place, let us celebrate the efforts of the Bukba Technical Institute. That was a good one. And we say congratulations to you, the Bukba Technical Institute. Congratulations, Abukpa. Thank you very much, Mr. Gunma Wagner, for doing us the honor. In third place, they walk away with a total package prize of 100,000 CDs, which includes a cash prize to the school of 7,500, a set of souvenir certificates, 12 solar lamps, 5 tablets, a cash prize of 5,000 CDs to the finalists, a plaque, 2 skeletal systems, 15 gas-integrated science books, 25 LED street lights, and a 6 kilowatt solar PV hybrid inverter battery system. Presenting to the third school, we make welcome the Acting Executive Secretary at the Energy Commission, yours and mine, Mrs. Eunice A. Brichum.
When I think about the things that you've done, my imagination has turned to reality. Oh my God, you do this one, you do this one. When I think about the love that you've shown me, my imagination.
And the winner, Oviniamo. 76%. Ola Girl Senior. Oh, Charlie.
Celebration all around me.
Congratulations, Ola Girl Secondary School. Atasa. But don't worry, we have a replacement. We brought 2 for each. Please, a round of applause. We're always thinking ahead. Congratulations, Ola Girls Secondary School. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause.
Let's go, everybody, to the
Please, a round of applause for Olat Girls Secondary School. Thank you. All right, let's bring it down. The school in second place will walk away with a total package of 140,000 cedis. 10,000 Ghana cedis to the school, 7,000 to the team, a set of souvenir certificates, 12 solar lamps, 5 tablets, a plaque, 3 skeletal systems, 20 gas integrated science books, 25 LED street lights, and a 4 kilowatt solar PV complete system with installation and maintenance plan for 1 whole year. But do you want to hear what the winner will take? That is valued at 220,000. From 140 to 220. The cash price to the school is 15,000 Ghana cedis. The finalists themselves will take away 10,000 cedis. They will have a set of souvenir certificates, 12 solar lamps, 5 laptops, 1 plaque, 4 skeletal systems, 25 gas integrated science books, 25 LED street lights, and a 7 kWp solar PV complete system with installation and maintenance plan for 1 whole year. Would you please make welcome to join us as we present to the second and the first. Representing our board chair, a member of our board, Professor Ernest Ofori Asamoah, as he joins our acting executive secretary. A round of applause. And so at this point, Ahantaman be upstanding. Presec be upstanding. I am going to announce the winner, but the runner-up will come up and receive their prize first. And thereafter, the conquerors would make their triumphant entry. Are we ready? In second position with 79 points, and in first position with 81 points. A difference of 2%. Ladies and gentlemen, the 6th edition of the Energy Commission Senior High School Renewable Energy Challenge is pleased to announce as winner. We'll take a commercial break and we'll be right back. Let's go for coffee break and come back. Ladies and gentlemen, without doubt, I give to you Presbyterian Boys Senior High School!
What did I tell you? Jackie, what did I tell you? Jackie, see.
And so we invite in second place Ahantaman Girls to come
secondary school
for the award.
Award we march to charge along to happy victory. To victory.
Our motto is a solid bow of cropping us along. Illuminate.
We shall see light. Illuminate. Vida be Muslim. For Christian training we get a sure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country and church. For Christian training we get a sure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country. Oh, come along and join us. Oh, come along and join us. Happy studios are we. For Christian training we get a sure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country and church. For Christian training we get a sure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country. Oh, come along and join us. Oh, come along and join us. Happy Studios, are we?
But for now, ladies and gentlemen, the glory belongs to our handsome man girls in second place. Please, a round of applause for them. We say congratulations to you. Yours has been a very bold fight. Let's make the presentations as the singing ascends to the heavens. Congratulations, a handsome man. Please, a round of applause for them once again. There was small broken heart in the voice, but we'll take it like that. Thank you very much. And so now joining our acting board chair together with our acting chief director, it's my pleasure to invite our acting chief director at the ministry, representing the minister, Mr. Solomon Adjete, as they present to the winner. A round of applause as he comes up. The good and the great of the Energy Commission Senior High School Renewable Energy Challenge. I give to you the winners, Presbyterian Boys Senior High School Legon. And this is where we rise for the champions. And to think this whole award, the DJ hasn't played Shatawali. La ilaha bismillah. Charlie, let's have some music to celebrate. Ce n'est pas. Congratulations, Presec Legon. In thy light, we shall see light. Presec, if they will not play for you, sing your song. Congratulations, Presec Legon, you have emerged ultimate winners. And finally, the trophy. And with 3 happy cheers, hip hip, hip hip, and hip hip. Put your hands together for Presec Legon. And so I ask at the end of this photo that our Chief Director stays with us, our board member stays behind, our Executive Secretary stays behind together with the project coordinator. All right, please. Thank you very much. So let's have Presec, just the team, stay behind as they're joined by the Chief Director, the representative of our board chair, our Executive Secretary, and the project coordinator. Let me invite representatives of all the 6 schools to please come up. The presenters, please come up for a group photo. Please come along with you. Bring along with you your plaques, your dummy checks. Okay. For the next photo, because of family planning, we'll just need 1 representative from the school. Thank you very much. Let's have the team stay, but let's have only a representative of the school. As I invite our judges to please join in the next photo. The last photo will be with our former executive secretaries and former board members and board chairs. Respectfully, I invite all former executive secretaries and former board members and board chairs. Thank you, judges. The last photo will be with our sponsors. Cheers. Okay. And finally, our sponsors, GIZ, SHS University, Star Oil, Greenfield, Ambassadors Limited, the Volta River Authority, Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, and Joy News. Thank you very much, former executive secretaries, former board members, and board chairs. It's the final photo with our sponsors. And so this will be the last but one, because the last photo will be with all the board members of the Energy Commission. Thank you very much, our sponsors. Let's have the board of the Energy Commission. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and let's celebrate yet another successful. It now falls to our acting executive secretary to render her closing remarks. Put your hands together.
What a wow, as they say. This has been an incredible morning. I'll come to my speech. I'm just overwhelmed by everything that's happened here today. So very proud of all the schools here. So the representative of the Honorable Minister for Energy and Green Transition, in the person of the Acting Chief Director of the Ministry, the representative of the Board Chairman and members of the Board here present, former Board Chairs and former Executive Secretaries, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols duly observed. I am extremely proud and very inspired by the remarkable projects that we have all witnessed here today. We have seen the very best of innovation and creativity and presentation being displayed by our brilliant students. Our young students have shown how renewable energy has been used to develop various projects and products that will improve health delivery, food security, and ensure waste management. This reflects the intellect, the passion, and commitment of our young innovators to shaping a cleaner and more sustainable energy future for Ghana. Indeed, these innovations are not just ideas. They are potential solutions that can accelerate Ghana's energy transition. With respect to our partnership with CSIR, we shall consider developing all the projects presented here today and commercialize the very best ones, not just the winning project. This will enable us to bridge the gap between academia and industry. I am very happy to announce that Dr. Kwame Ampofu, a former board chairman of the Energy Commission and currently serving as the ambassador to Hungary, has donated a waste treatment and biogas system to be used as part of next year's prizes. Your Excellency, we are very grateful for this kind gesture. As we draw the curtain on this year's challenge, I wish to once again express our deepest appreciation to the Honorable Minister for Energy and Green Transition and his team for their unwavering support and gracious presence here today. We are equally grateful to our cherished partners, the Ghana Education Service, the Ghana TVET Service, CSIR, GIZ, Ashesi University, Star Oil, Greenfield Ambassadors, the Volta River Authority, and the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission for their continued collaboration and belief in this vision. Our profound gratitude also goes to the chairman and board members of our commission, both past and present, and our former executive secretaries for their continued support. We also acknowledge our panel of judges. You did a great job from the regional level through to the zonal competitions and today to the finals for their expertise, their fairness, and professionalism throughout these competitions. Now to all our brilliant contestants and our devoted coaches. To me, in my eyes, you're all winners. Your creativity, resilience, and passion inspire immense hope for Ghana's clean energy future. You have proven that innovation truly begins with youthful curiosity and commitment. A sincere congratulations to you all.